time for New Comic Book Day is here. And just in case you don't believe I actually go to a comic book store, I got the pre-order slip from Graham Crackers here. We'll take a look at that in a second. Before we get into the books for this week, and there's quite a lot of them, I thought, hey, let's flip through these previews books I got last week or something. Because you never know. There might be something cool in here. Well, Ninja Weasel, there's a book for you right there on the cover. I see you in the chat. It's once again New Comic Book Day, my dudes. It is Deadpool and Batman. You should go check that out. That sounds like exactly the comic book that you want to read. It's right up there with, like, say, Deadpool and Lobo. Not a Greg Capullo art? Yeah, it is. Nice. X-Men Apocalypse crashing the main Marvel. Why? The Age of Apocalypse universe is over, and half the characters are in the main Marvel universe anyway. Why are... I don't even, man. I don't even know why they do these things anymore. A Spider-Man series to take off the cartoon, which never got an ending. What? Oh, somebody's face is blowed off there. That's what's censored. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I might have to get this Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe bit. Like, that looks funny. I'm just... Sorry, I'm sitting here looking at Mary Jane's face right there. Like she's smelling something bad. Oh, goodness. Uncle Scrooge, Earth's Mightiest Duck. What the heck, man? Then again, that's like the DuckTales game from the NES, right? What a game that was. That was a ton of fun. Okay, Peach Momoko art. Ultimate Wolverine. Is that supposed to be Tombstone? Definitely scoping out them and being mad jealous. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. You know, speaking of which, I think Mary Jane Watson is about to become Venom over here. Look at that. She won't need to be jealous. She can be anything she wants to be after that move. Wolverine and Deadpool. Okay, that's really cool. I have no idea why Storm is posing in front of whoever and Dead Galactus. That's definitely a cool little... She wants them 17 inches of... Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't think you can say that on stream. I really like this cover for Storm number 12 here. That's sick. That is absolutely sick, dude. Wow, Wolverine. I know that signature. That's David Nakayama, man. You might remember him as the guy that got to do art for City Heroes towards, like, once the Incarnate stuff kicked off. I don't know that I actually like that cover all that much. The perspective is weird, but it's not weird all the way through the piece. If we ignore the pool table, it looks fine. Facsimile editions. Deadpool and Wolverine become Horsemen of Apocalypse. Yeah, okay, whatever. Predator, Black, White, and Blood. Oh, you know, that might actually be kind of cool. Predator kills the Marvel Universe. Yeah, good luck with that, dude. Some of this stuff is exceptionally silly because it's like the power scaling in comic books means that some of these fights are more than a little one-sided. Like, good luck, Predator, trying to kill some of the things in the Marvel Universe. You know, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, really, like, Predators could barely, like, deal with Wolverine. You're telling me the Predator is going to kill Hulk? Silver Surfer? Thor? Come on. Come on. And that's not even getting to, like, the really scary stuff. Oh, man. Old man Harrison Ford. It always feels weird in a lot of these Star Wars books that they make the people like weirdly realistic looking. Like, I don't know. I guess it's probably contractually required or something, but it just feels weird. Wait, what was that? Trick or Read, free comics for all ages. That's cute. And then we get the reprint material here. Okay, I kind of like this Fantastic Four cover. Who did that cover? Joshua Cassara. I really like it. That's really stressing just how like weirdly inhuman they are. Very cool. You know, there's some stuff in here I've seen that, oh look, they tried to replace Frank Castle and it didn't stick. Weird how that works. Like, people don't want some random guy taking over Frank's spot. Is Frank still... God. I did tell you, Ninja, what they did to Frank, right? Like, I did tell you how he died, right? Because it was particularly stupid. And it makes me very mad. I probably told you. You're probably over there trying to forget it. You're like, man, I don't... Oh, God. Okay, so his wife and kids come back to life. Right? Okay. So the very reason for the Punisher's existence comes back to life. And then she's like, I never loved you, Frank. And they lock him in a basement to die. Then she leaves. He goes to hell. The end. That's how the Punisher ended, basically. Ow! There's the ... Yeah, so they killed the Punisher, was it like 2 years ago? And then they replaced the Punisher with a new guy, John Garrison or something like that. And I guess he's out and Frank is back from being dead or something. They have to forget it all over again. I'm sorry. But not sorry enough to not say it. Again, in 6 months when I remember that this is a thing. Oh! Hey, randomly, also, do you know what they did to Gwen Stacy? Does see Gwenpool here? Do you know what they did to Gwen Stacy? I saw this on Twitter. Somebody posted the pages. And I don't mean what they did to Gwenpool. And I don't mean what they did to Ghost Spider, although that kind of is the case. I'm talking like the original Gwen Stacy. Do you know? This is where you're gonna be like, what the hell is he talking about? So I think it was the Spider Gwen. What's her name? Like Ghost Spider or something? Anyway, she got a cosmic cube and she used the cosmic cube to erase the original Gwen Stacy from reality and take her place. So Gwen Stacy's death, I guess, never happened now? This is somehow worse than Gwen Stacy giving it up for Old Man Osborn, which is gross enough on its own. but now, like, she gave it up for Old Man Osborn. Like, I don't know how any of this is supposed to fit together. None of it makes any sense. And it's kind of disgusting and icky. And the Mexican Spider-Man books probably love it because, you know, if they were still doing that series, they wouldn't have to redraw books to have Gwen Stacy in them anymore. All right, well, that's enough horror from Marvel. Let's look at my pre-order slip here. DC's Zatanna Panic. That's kind of funny. A haunting anthology usher in Halloween. Oh, okay. The Batman Second Night. Years 1940. Most of the Western world was embroiled in war against bad guys. So you can't actually say that word on YouTube because it gets you demonetized, which is stupid. You know what? I'm a sucker. I'm going to do the Spider-Man 94. It looked okay from what they showed in the previews book. Edge of Venom. Why? Stop. Get new ideas. Get new ideas, guys. Bringing Marvel Zombies back for some reason. Huh. That sounds kind of interesting. About the Dyatlov Pass incident. But not interesting enough to get me to actually, like, pick the book up. Humans form rage gangs. Yeah, okay, J. Michael Straczynski. I think I'm going to move on, man. Starship Godzilla. I saw the preview for that. It did not look all... It was one of the Free Comic Book Day books. It didn't look all that cool, actually. Street Sharks is coming back. Casey Jones is getting a book. Valiant is getting new stuff. You're not going to suck me in this time, Valiant. I'm not doing it. Hey, they're doing a Phantom comic. I don't know Ray Fox, though, so probably not gonna... Oh, nice hiccup. Not gonna get into that. Bruh. Move ever so slightly. Thank you. Alright, let's check out the DC previews. Yeah, the Ghost Who Walks. It's right here, dude. Phantom returns. The Phantom is one of the first costume superheroes in history with untold influence of pop culture. Now critically acclaimed creators Ray Fox and Russell Olson revived the character for fans old and new. When a violent gang of smugglers stumbles on an idyllic Bandar village, the peace that the Phantom has brought to the African nation of Bengala will suddenly shatter. Take all the Phantom's many skills and allies to restore it. The most exciting series of the year starts here. I don't know, I might pick up the first book and, like, take a look at it. Oh my god, the Cowboys of Moon Mesa are back? Bruh. Wasn't that a like, I vaguely remember a cartoon or something about that. This is crazy. Why is every, like, 90s cartoon getting a comic book? Oh, look at this. We're rebooting Batman to #1 again. For reasons, I'm sure. I'm sure there are good reasons why Batman is going back to #1. Red Hood is getting a #1. Now that could be cool just to see the line art without the coloration. Wait. No, that's Killer Croc. I was gonna be like, is that Godzilla showing up in a Batman book? Because look at that. Doesn't that look like Godzilla showing up in a Batman book? Like, seriously. Seriously. Just kind of flipping through. Cheetah and Cheshire Rob, the Justice League. Number 2. Good for them. See, man, somebody tried to tell me it is sick, that Killer Croc. Somebody was trying to tell me like All In is just like the name for new stuff or whatever. But look, it's this whole planned out event. Like, you literally cannot tell me that All In is not some big crossover multiverse event thing when I literally see the advertisement here telling me All In is a big crossover thing. You don't need to put things that are not crossovers on big timelines like this. And that's why I didn't get into it, man. I am not interested in giant crossovers. I want to see, like, tight little fun stories. Which, have I bought any of these Justice League vs. Kong books? I don't think I have. I will have to pick some of those up next time I'm at the store. I saw them and I was like, huh, maybe I got those already, but now I'm thinking about it. I don't think I did. Look at this. Every book is freaking All In. You have automatically disqualified me from caring about your book. Literally every book is part of All In. I don't understand this. If All In is not supposed to be some big all-consuming event, why is All In right here? Because this looks like some big all-consuming event, and that makes me not care about it. And if that's not the case, this is really bad advertising. Because I'm not reading your press releases. I'm just looking at this. I'm looking at this timeline that says All In is the name of an event that starts in the fall. Which is weird because it's going on now. But hey, marketing never had to make sense. Yeah, okay, whatever. That's just a funny name for a book right there. Satanic Panic. Facsimile books. Man, I wish instead of the facsimile books, they would bring back the dollar reprints that Marvel did. Let me go back here for a second. I've read like 2 issues of Y the Last Man back when it was still running. What was that, like 20 years ago? I didn't like it very much. I didn't find it very interesting or thought-provoking or entertaining. V for Vendetta also feels kind of overrated. I don't know. Oh, this is cool. Wait. Did you whoa because I insulted V for Vendetta, Ninja? That's okay. You can... Alright, I will meet you at Waffle House. That's fine. Taking on Y the Last Man. Look, I didn't like it, man. I mean, sure, I read like 2 issues that were in the middle of the run. But they weren't interesting enough to make me want to read the whole thing. Like, go back and read anything. This is kind of cool, though. Crisis on Infinite Earths with all the crossovers and like the tie-in books and stuff in one volume. That's pretty dope. That is pretty dope, man. If I remember right, Tomasi's Super Son stuff was very well regarded, but I haven't read it. Alright, well, that's DC Connect. Check that into the trash. We already looked at the pre-order slip from Graham Crackers, so that means it is time to talk about the comic books I actually picked up. So, as always, I get my comic books at Graham Cracker Comics, and when you go to a Graham Crackers on New Comic Book Day, which is Wednesday, you get not 1, not 2, but 3 books for free out of the dollar bin, which used to be the 75-cent bin, which used to be the 50-cent bin. Inflation is killing us all. And my shop man, he was like, they did not give me many of these, but I am giving one of them to you. And he shoved it in my hands, and he forced me to take it. I unfortunately now own an Aquaman comic. But at least it's a Shark Week Aquaman comic. Limited edition. I guess if you're going to own an Aquaman comic, it should be a Shark Week one, right? Aquaman, Air Jaws Allies #1. I don't even know if I got charged for this, man. I didn't have my receipt this week. I'm going to have to be like, hey, man, can you put my receipt from last week? When I talk to you next week, he'll be like, no. Oh, no. Aquaman's going to be mad for, because people are sharking it up. I don't even know what's going on here. Can we get back to some sharks? Oh, hey, there's, Ocean Master. I was going to say Tide Master. I'm like, that sounds too much like this dude's doing laundry. That's it? That's the whole book? Oh, it is free. So the shark is biting an evil gauntlet and breaking it or something? There's not nearly enough shark action in this for me. Shark! This is jumping the shark right off the cover. Oh my gosh. You're vicious. Stop. Stop it. I can't believe you would say that, man. Alright, so this next book I picked up just because of the cover. I saw the cover and it made me laugh. And that's where we're at in our lives. I picked up the cover of this and it made me laugh. The caption and the facial expression are killing me, man. Mama never said there'd be days like this. I didn't even open the book up to see how bad it is on the inside. I'm just like, what on earth? Quasar's not a character I really like. I mean, I know who Quasar is. I've read Quasar books before. I've seen Quasar in crossovers and stuff. But, like, I don't know who this guy is. So why is he pregnant on the cover of this book? I have no idea, man. That's, Jack of Hearts? I thought he was wasn't he dead at this point in time? Why is he fighting Quasar? He's an Avenger. Where does the big pregnant stomach come in? We got Hercules in this book. What's her name? Moondragon. I have no idea who this is, but she looks cool. She's got a skull for a clasp. Bro, we got freaking Eternals in this book. What the heck is going on in this comic book? There actually is no pregnant Quasar in the book. However, it does look like he's getting macked on by that lady with the skull clasp. I have no idea who that's supposed to be. False advertising. This is false advertising. The truth is not on the cover. And I, for one, can't really do anything about it, so. He gonna have her baby? That's kind of what it looks like, yeah. Okay. Next up is just cool, man. I got a Wolverine book. And he's in the middle of, like, killing some kind of... Is that like chupacabras or something? I don't know. It's also got in the back, check this out. Is it a video? Look inside. More action, more adventure. Dragon Strike the game. Do you remember when they had like games that had accompanying videotapes and you had to like play parts of the tape for the game? And then Inside a look at this month's hottest titles from the mind of Clive Barker. Heroes with an Edge. Oh my gosh, there's a new Clive Barker game coming out, Ninja Weasel. There's a new Clive Barker game coming out. It's not Clive Barker's Jericho by Clive Barker, but it's actually a Hellraiser game. Hold on. Ah, no, quit screwing up my windows. Clive Barker's Jericho by Clive. I know. Clive Barker presents Clive Barker's Jericho. God, I tried to play that one time, man, the demo, and I couldn't. I couldn't even. Introducing Clive Barker's Hellraiser Revival, a single-player horror experience like no other on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Is this muted? Yeah, it's muted. Okay. Holy moly! Okay. If in the course of your romantic entanglements, you ever find yourself thinking, boy, I would like to open this puzzle box while getting freaky, don't do it. It's a bad idea. For you, for whoever's in the room with you, it's just a bad idea all around. Please, please do not do this. Do not open any Le Marchand puzzle boxes that you may happen to know about, that you may have in your possession. If she feels there's a puzzle box, the pants are going back on, yes, you are wise. I'm trying to avoid copyright hits here. This is very grotesque. You know what? You know what? I kind of like it. Kind of like it. They sell those at Folsom. Look, relog. I'm warning you, man. I'm warning you. Once you get into puzzle box stuff, nothing else will satisfy, alright? Anyway, I got a Wolverine book. With a lot of ads for Dragon Strike in it. Holy moly. Oh, Jubilee's looking cool. I read somewhere the other day, like, people didn't like Jubilation Lee for some reason. I'm like, really? I love Jubilee, man. As the kind of point of view character from the first the 90s X-Men cartoon, like, I found her very endearing. This book looks like it's just dumb and fun. Looking forward to it. Now I got a whole bunch of other stuff here. I got a Dune book. Edge of a Chris Knife. No idea if this is a one-shot or part of a, like the start of a new series or whatever. I really got to get back on reading all this stuff, man. I am so far behind on my Dune reading. It looks pretty much like all the other Dune books in terms of like the style and the page layouts and stuff. So I kind of have an idea what I'm getting into for that one. Somehow when I got Final Fight on my pull list, I ended up getting all Street Fighter books on my pull list. So you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. Like, the art in these things is... Oh. Look at her facial expression. That surprise. Huh? Oh my goodness. Yeah, the art in these books always looks fine, so, you know, I got no real qualms with picking this up. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and... I gotta flip through this before I show it on stream. Okay? Just in case it's super cringe or there's like jibbly bits all over the place. There are not, in fact, Ghibli bits all over the place. Good, Eric Larson is learning some self-control. So, of course, I have to purchase my, like, periodic train wreck. The next issue, Savage Dragon, which I saw somebody get their, like, head punched off later in the book. So that's pretty normal and on brand for him. I have no idea who any of these people are. You remember this when this book was about, like, the Savage Dragon? Like, you remember that? At some point in the past? Like, do you remember when Savage Dragon was actually about the Savage Dragon? Good. Hold that moment in your time. The book was way better then. Now, it's just kind of like the question of what kind of train wreck am I purchasing this week? I got the new Vampirella series thing, and we might be in trouble with the YouTube overlords if I show you that cover. But there you go, Christopher Priest, Mr. Gundas, however that's pronounced. And I opened it up, and there's just a spider robot in here. Why is there a spider robot in my Vampirella book? I don't know why there's a spider robot in my Vampirella book. But there is. Oh my god, and everybody is still talking to this freaking psychiatrist from that first Christopher Priest Vampirella book. How's this guy still, like, talking to all these weirdos? How do they keep finding him? How does this guy keep getting found by weirdos who need to talk to him? Vampirella sitting in the airport is really weird. Ninja, that is exactly what Savage Dragon is. It's stupid, like, stuff like that. I keep buying it to see, like, what the next horrible thing is that Eric Larson is going to commit to paper. But why is Vampirella at an airport? Why doesn't she just fly? She has wings. She can just go wherever she wants. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, does that even make sense, like, the way the story went? Because Vampirella was on an airplane that exploded. And that was like the start of all these story arcs. And I wish Christopher Priest would understand that you can tell a story in a linear fashion. You don't have to jump through time. 10 years from now. What is wrong with this guy? You know, I'm not even going to open up Redcoat, man. I keep saying, oh, I can't wait to read Redcoat after I open it up. And I see something cool. And then I never read it. Like, look, Redcoat's like fighting guys with laser guns or something here. Like, these are like time-traveling Civil War people or something. I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on in Redcoat, man. Same thing with Geiger. He was like beating his wife up or something. Like, I have no idea. I do know, when I open it up, that is a great front page. I think I like it better than the cover. Like, that's just kind of cool. And another Vampirella book. No idea what this one's about. It's not written by Christopher Priest. And that art's definitely pretty different. Oh my god. Well, I know what I'm buying. I don't think the universe can handle this level of meta joke. But you know what? It's probably going to be stupid and fun. Kings County, isn't that, Seattle? Yeah, no idea what's going on in this book. It probably doesn't tie into the other Vampirella book. And that's okay. And now, I got two other things here. One's a graphic novel that I don't think any of you all will be interested in. So I'm not really gonna spend much time with it. I did flip through it, and there's like a lot of talking heads and stuff. It might be interesting. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But the thing that's actually really cool here, I got this 24-page read-along, book and record. Now you're like, what is this? Look, man, back in the day, we used to sell children's literature, little records of the story. So you're supposed to put the record on your record player and play the record while you flip through the little kitty picture book. Yes, it does come with the record, my dude. I got this as a gift. And I this is why I saved this for last, man. This is, it made, you had that? I didn't have this. I had a Yar's Revenge one, and I had a Donkey Kong one. But like, this is super. I'm gonna have to get my record player repaired or buy a new record player or something, man, because I gotta try this out. I gotta try this out. The record's in real good shape too. The record is not all scratched up or anything. I took a look at it, and aside from some fingerprints, it is pristine. I'm not sure this thing ever got played more than once. So that is the really, really cool thing I got this week. There we go. You kind of see everything a little bit. It's very awesome. I am hyped, man. I've also got a Johnny Cash record I need to put on my record player that I haven't put on yet, so. Excuse me. Sorry for that hiccup. I've been hiccuping all day, man. And I think it's because I woke up at like 5 freaking a.m. I'm just like off kilter completely. Oh, man. So lots of cool stuff this week. Especially the Hobbit record. And that'll do us for the new comic book day part of the stream here. I'm tired, but I kind of want to go do something. So I'm gonna give us the Street Wars screen, and then I'll figure out what I want to do while that's going. So for those of you, Rear Long and Ninja Weasel XLG that tuned in for New Comic Book Day, along with you beautiful lurkers, whoever you are out there in Lurkland, thank you for hanging out with me. If you're watching this later on YouTube, also thank you there. I do appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna flip over now